is a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. No gain on the play there, second down. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Off play action. Lawrence. Got a man open. It's Ross. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
To throw on second down. Lawrence going deep downfield for Ross. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Mike 40. In the face. Mike 40. Check. He's coming. I'm here. Shoot.
From the gun, Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There's a hush indeed. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Hey, lock it. Now. Ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Hey, Team 6. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Broncos had 15 4th down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? They're going to try and throw. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Catch made, it's Moreau. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. 2nd and 3. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Ready? 10-2 stop. Check, 43. Let's set a tone, fellas. Deep grip.
Now back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space.
And he takes this one in. And for a Colts touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Ross, complete. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Protein spill. Kill. Hey, Charlie. Go. Go.
Throwing on first down. Lawrence. Flush to his right. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely, he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Lawrence. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Hey, echo. Hey, check Mike 6, Mike 6. Let's pick it up. It's out now.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence going deep downfield for Ross. And it's knocked away and incomplete. We've seen this offense do some unconventional things thus far, but they couldn't go for it on 4th down here, could they?
Could someone patch us into the head coach's headset? Punt the ball.
Hey, high 7. Hey, check Mike 6. Silver. Hey, Delta. Mike 6.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Set 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, D-back, let's go. Pick it up, D.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory.
Ready. 60 outlaw. 40. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 40. Yep. 40, come on. Cross the screen. Go out. Cross the screen. 5.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Flushed out right. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Hey, stand off. Look, squeeze. Slam.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. To throw on 3rd down. Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Opposite. 5. Check. Switch it. Hey, lock it. Look at me. Zipper. Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That's going to be a long day. Hey, check my... Now! Fight!
They'll try and throw for it here. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down.
Come on, set.
So that is twice on the opening drive that they've gone for it on fourth down, and they've converted both.
I don't know if they're using analytics, which might tell them, hey, more times you go for it on fourth down, the better your odds, the better your chances of succeeding. But let's face it, most teams are not going to go for it twice on fourth down in the first quarter of the game. I mean, we might not see it 2 more times all season.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
Me and you all day. All day. Let it go. I'm coming after you. Hey. Let's go.
From the gun, Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 14. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. From 8 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
So that, amazingly, a 17-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Indianapolis Colts offense coming back out. Charles, this is a team that all of a sudden scratching their heads a little bit. A last-second loss to the Steelers. And then in Week 10, a home loss to previously 1-7 Miami. A tough couple of weeks.
Yeah, but they'd won 5 of 6 before that. I think that's what makes it even more puzzling that they would lose to a 1-7 Miami team. And at home, that's a game you absolutely have to have. Now they're in a 3-way tie for what would be the 6th and final seed in the AFC. In the next 3 weeks, they stay within their division. Jacksonville at home, at Houston, and then home again for Tennessee. They hope to have Jacoby Brissett back at quarterback, and they hope that their kicker, Adam Vinatieri, gets things figured out.
He'll look to throw.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. He's going to field this at the 4. 12 yards on the return that time. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room and pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Hurry.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That was a nice run, a nice game there as they head towards the 2-minute warning.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Well, you know, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on fourth down conversions. And here we go again.
You got nothing. Hey, check. Yo, go. Ready.
On fourth down, Lawrence. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground, as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to go up top for the end. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete.